Good morning, y'all. I almost wanted to say it was Friday because we had so much fun on the morning news this morning. We joked with each other. We had a few little laughs here and there through some camera shots. But we are live here in downtown Melbourne. I am in the historic Melbourne of downtown, or it should read historic downtown Melbourne. I just reading it as it appears right there. We're right here at the entrance this morning because today is the start of WKMG Hits the Road. We're back at it, guys. I love this that we're doing. It's this huge mission that we're on, and it has allowed us to meet so many of you guys. And I say you, whoever you are right now watching this, we have been all over the place. We've been to Rio Pinar in East Orange County. We've been to Montverde. We've been to Sanford. We've been to Kissimmee. And now we will be here next week. WKMG Hits the Road here in downtown Melbourne, or I believe it's Fish Lips that we're going to. I had a debate with someone the other day. Is it Squid Lips? Fish? I think it's Fish Lips that we will be at next week. So make sure you head to clickorlando.com and check all that information out. It is open to the public. We want to meet you. So many of our on-air personalities will be here, along with so many of our amazing production team that allow all of this to kind of happen. But I don't get to come down here very often. And when I say often, the last time I was in Melbourne, I want to say, I don't think I've been in Melbourne at all since joining News 6. Maybe one time I want to say we've come down here for something, but I don't think we've even been on patrol down here. So coming down here today, a little gloomy today with that overcast and that weather that we have that's been lingering around. But start off the day, I was supposed to have a special guest with us today. Unfortunately, that guest could not join us, but hopefully we can maybe get a different guest in the coming days here with the police department. I was trying to get the police chief in here, but things happened and unfortunately couldn't make it. So I figured we'll do it on our own because that's what we do best. I love having you guys with me. So let's just go explore downtown Melbourne for about 15-20 minutes, see what's going on. One of the emails says you guys have had a boost in residency it's including a lot of traffic problems, people not paying attention. But I'm going to tell you right now, you're not alone. Everyone has seen a boost. And Melbourne, if anyone wants to correct me or not, has been labeled of one of the top cities in the state to live in. And I want to see why. I know a lot of you guys watch from here, or we would not be out here dedicating a week to the city of Melbourne. So let's go and explore downtown Melbourne a little bit, the historic downtown area. I'm pretty excited to be out here today, just checking it out. I've heard there's plenty of amazing food spots out here. So you guys know I love my food. And I figure we can just drive around a little bit and see kind of what's going on today. We're heading eastbound right now through the downtown area. Let's see, where are we at? We're on New Haven Avenue, eastbound, making our way towards the district area. And it's kind of labeled. You can see the DTMB signs on the light posts and stuff like that. I love downtowns like this just because there are so many cool spots and stuff. Like these places that look original and have more, mom and pop small business locations. There's not a lot of corporate type businesses in these type of districts. This kind of reminds me of the Cocoa Village area in Brevard County, central zones of Brevard County. Obviously right now we are in southern Brevard County. But beautiful day out here for now, but you do want to make sure that you're paying attention today because that weather is going to kick through us a little later. But you can see here, this is a super small kind of district, that downtown historic district, usually pretty labeled by street signs and stuff. But this is my first time even within the city just driving around. Old school post office off to my left here. I love a good post office. I know that sounds so cheesy. But seeing one of the original ways we used to communicate with each other, and seeing that we keep those buildings kind of original is pretty cool. One out in Christmas in East Orange County is pretty amazing. So La Crête, they got a nice crepe spot there with a few people outside. Some of these local diners and shops kind of hanging around. This is pretty cool. 4-way stop here at New Haven and Waverly Place. And you could definitely tell there is a nightlife to be had here in the historic area. Even probably some daytime hangouts. Wait a second, I'm having a flashback. I think I was here once for St. Patrick's Day, because I recognize that pub right there. Many, many moons ago. I want to say, when did I join you guys? 2017. I want to say 2011, 12-ish. I think I was down here partying way back in the day. But even this portion looks a little College Park-ish. A lot of people out walking, just relaxing, riding their bicycle. Keep in mind, you got to really pay attention in these downtown areas if you are out on your bicycle, because things can get a little iffy. So we'll cross over the tracks here. And come out over to this direction and see what's going on. That's a nice little strip there. Kind of looks a little similar to when we were in downtown Sanford. Downtown Sanford, one of the best downtowns I've seen, just because of how widespread it is. But within these districts is probably... Hold on, someone's waving hi.
Can I take a picture?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's for my sister. She loves it.
You're fine. Gotta love a good viewer. The best part is I'm streaming live right now.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Thanks so much for seeing us.
You're welcome.
Bye.
And we've got fans here in Melbourne. This is why we're coming here. She said her sister is a big fan. I just need to change my driver's license to Trooper Steve, guys. I think so. That's pretty cool. And she had her seatbelt on. So I appreciate you for wearing your seatbelt. So we're here, where are we at? New Haven comes around to Harbor City Boulevard. And you're able to get out here to the main road. Sorry, I had a piece of candy that I could not get rid of. And I thought it's kind of rude that I'm sitting here talking to you. But where were we? We were talking about these downtown districts. They look so simple, but it's the areas where we forget to pay attention, because we think, oh, it's a parking lot, we're hanging out, things like that. It's no high speeds. But those are the areas where you should be extremely cautious. You should be paying attention to people walking their dogs. You should be paying attention to children. That's where a stop sign is so vital, simply because a lot of pedestrian traffic, and they rely on that stop sign. This drives me nuts too. This just got, you barely saw it. They almost came over, but this is a winner. Let's see if you can see him. No seatbelt, on his phone. Gotta love it. I'm not gonna clown him just because he is at a red light, so technically he's allowed to operate his phone. But get the mounts, guys. Inside Results 1, everything is mounted. Everything. I don't touch anything. Multiple display screens doing a few different things, but everything is mounted and handled. I do not touch anything in this car. And then there's short keys on my steering wheel that allow me to do a few extra things. Obviously, not every car or not everyone has an engineer to take care of this. But sitting there with that phone in your hand, I understand even if you're doing it in areas that it's legal, you shouldn't be. It's like holding out and hanging out a stick of dynamite that you lit, and you think it may or may not go off. It's too dangerous. You're at a light. You should be paying attention. And then you're going to get upset when you sit there for a second or two too long and someone honks that horn on you. At that point, they deserve to honk at you. At least big belief of mine. So let's pay attention. Let's stay off the phone. Let's mount it where we can, and not have it in our hands, please. So we're here at Strawbridge Avenue, facing westbound on Harbor City Boulevard. I'm going to hang a quick left here and get back into the city area, the grid, to see kind of what's going back on through that area. But it looks very similar to a lot of our coastal, beautiful cities. Very similar to Titusville. Very similar to Cocoa Beach area. Even the city historic area of Cocoa, which is always really cool. So we're back in here. And I just always love when you pull into these areas because you know you're in a historic area. Immediately, you can tell by the buildings. But this is also something I love seeing. Active pedestrian crossing areas mid-block. Seeing these lights flashing, you should yield, look around, no pedestrians, you can keep on cruising through. But if you are a pedestrian, make sure you're using those things, please. All right, let's take a left here on Waverly. It's nice to see Melbourne Police Department right there to the right as they're hanging out. Hopefully, I just realized I have my steady burns on. Hopefully they don't pull me over. And I just shut them off. So let's see, make sure I don't get pulled over for having those steady burns on. I had them on while we were sitting in the parking lot there. But we're hanging out. They're coming up. They're coming up behind me here. Melbourne's finest as I'm driving around. They're patrol cars, some good looking patrol cars. I like that traditional look, guys, that black and white look. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, LAPD, everyone knows an LAPD car, black and white, front and rear are black, the center's white. That's what theirs look like. And they have red, some red writing going on. But we're now just outside of the grid area of the historic district of downtown, and it's all residential. So that's another thing to keep in mind, that just because you're going to the downtown district doesn't mean you're not crossing through areas where people live. And if you lived this close to a downtown district, you'd want people to be cautious, be respectful, come out, have a good time, and leave it just as they found it. So if you are traveling out here, it's something to keep in mind. Here's also a nice park. This is Holmes Park, located here at the far eastern portion. You could see a lot of rec area, plenty of different types of vendors and stuff. They have, well, they got a Cuban restaurant, guys. Check this out. So this is El Cambia Cuban restaurant here. Looks pretty cool. Looks like it just dropped out of the island. And then Drew's Brew and Grill. Obviously, we're not going to continue there because it says do not enter. So we're going to reroute ourselves a little bit. But there's definitely things to do all throughout this downtown area. A lot of restaurants. So let's go hunt for some. And some pretty nifty eating places. I did not see, which was really cool, one commercial business. Not one. It was all mom and pop. And I tell you what I'm really enjoying? These streets. I love these streets. The Tea House, downtown Melbourne right there. But this is what makes a municipality so unique. And it's coming to areas like this so that you can kind of see what they have to offer. So now we're going to enter it from the far eastern portion of the historic area and work our way west. And you can see they have a Railroad Emporium. They have a few different sushi places off to the side. Plenty of parking on both sides of the roadway. One's parallel and the other one, this guy's just going to back on out. Come on. Come on. Since you already just assumed I was going to go, you were going to go. This is another thing. Don't ever assume someone's waiting for you. I'm a nice guy, so I'm always going to, oh my God, look at the dog. See, this is why I love towns like this, y'all. This doodle, so cute. Let's say hi to the doodle. It's all right. We're just going to get him on camera. We're not going to bother him. But look at the baby. Oh, so cute. We'll get him on camera one more time. Oh, look at the cutie. All right, we'll continue westbound here. Let's see what other places they have. Boutiques. They have art stores. A few different restaurants I'm seeing. Downtown Divas kind of boutique. Few cigar locations. Definitely some real estate locations and title, some attorney offices, a nice art gallery off to the side here, which is always pleasant to see. But what a street, right? They have the pub here, Meg O'Malley's. Yep, I was definitely there many moons ago. Previous life of youth and energy. But not that busy. Not that busy. And I could appreciate a not busy downtown. If you were to go from here at this hour, and compare it to, say, downtown Kissimmee, night and day. Downtown Kissimmee's a mess right now. Main Street passes right through it. A lot of cross-through traffic, that's what we like to call it, cross-through traffic. I don't see that happening here because the main cross-through road is going to be Straw Bridge Road, not New Haven. New Haven runs parallel with Strawbridge, and what that does, it alleviates that transient traffic from coming through the downtown area, which is pretty convenient. So what I want to do, we got to see the main drag. Oh, extraordinary Mr. 01. I've got one of those pizza places by my house. Really, really good. A little unique, a little different, but really, really good. If you've never tried Mr. 01 pizza, give it a try. You may not like it. They do a star crust, which is really cool. A crust that's like folded with regatta cheese in it, and I'm not over kind of about that, but it works. So what I want to do, though, we got to see how cool this road is. I'm a sucker for a really cool local entertainment district, and I really like this. I really like this a lot. What I do want to do, though, is come out here to the far western portion and then drive the cut through, and we'll call it a day from where we're at. How about that? Think that's a good idea? I think that's a great idea. I'm trying to see something. Maybe I can confirm with my producer here, the voice of God. We are going, our location for next week. Could you give that to me, please? Is it Fish Lips or Squid Lips here in Melbourne? Squid Lips. I've been saying Fish Lips like a dummy. Meanwhile, that's all the way up in Brevard County. Thomas has given us confirmation. Squid Lips is where we are. So look at the difference between the road, and they're both headed in the same direction. Strawbridge is our cut-through area to get totally past the downtown area. It's 4 lanes, super wide, looks great, and allows that downtown district to simply be the downtown district. And if you don't want to stop anywhere there, then you don't have to. So while I got you guys here, let's see how long it's going to take. It's kind of long to get there. I don't think that's probably the best idea for us to do that right now. It would take another 15 minutes from the downtown area to get to Squid Lips. I'm definitely not going to say Fish Lips again. Squid Lips is where we will be next week. Head to clickorlando.com so you can check that out. What did I notice here? It's one of the few downtowns that has 2 different ways to get through it. If you don't want to actually travel through, oh, we got a train coming. So we got to stop. Make sure you stay away from the stop arms. This might be a high-speed train. I'm really excited. Let's see what's about to fly through here. And this is right in the middle of the downtown area. So you always have to pay attention. The second you start seeing the lights flash, you should be coming to a stop. You should not be trying to beat the armbar. You should not be even worried if there is or is not a train coming. Look how fast this guy's coming through. Bright line, cruising on by. And it's got the Orlando colors. Love it. So it flies through, and then we wait. You're not going to try to bypass these arm bars because, oh, I thought I saw the train coming. No, you are going to wait. I don't care what's behind me. The semi-truck is like we're friends. We're so close. I am waiting till these arms completely go up, and then we will proceed through. Even though that Hyundai from Maryland must be late for a meeting or something, since they're moving so quick. So we're going to make a left here on Harbor City Boulevard, where downtown ends. Straight ahead takes you out to Melbourne Beach, two completely different areas. Understand you have 3 different areas that call themselves Melbourne out here. You have West Melbourne, Melbourne, and Melbourne Beach. Do not mess them up because their residents will remind you very quickly. So guys, listen, please come out here. Join us next week. Next, I believe we are here. This is what happens when you come out unprepared. I do believe we're out here next Wednesday. Man, if it wasn't for Thomas, I'd be flying blind right now. So we will be out at Squid Lips next Wednesday for our evening show. I'll probably be down here around 4:30, 5 o'clock, but our crew is going to have such a great time. We're going to have so much swag to give away. Ginger, Matt, whole crew, Lisa, me, all our investigators will be out here just having a great time. And we really, really want to meet you guys. Every time we've done this, it has been an absolute blast. And we're only here because of you guys. So thanks for letting me ride around Melbourne, even though you weren't going to stop me. One of my favorite places so far, at least visually. Some places I jotted down in my memory that I need to stop and check out. But for now, live in the city of Melbourne, you guys have a blessed day. Drive safely, wear that seatbelt, and it's going to rain. So I'll talk to you guys later.